Hello HUD House Hunters, it's Donnie Corum with Colorado Springs ForeclosureDeals.com. Today I bring you 53 North Amherst Street in the southwest part of Colorado Springs, zip code 80911. Now guys, this house features 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, a 1-car garage at about 1,900 square feet. This thing is slashed at only $110,000. Before we even go inside, I want you to see your best comparable. Right across the street, guys, this is an identical house that sold in September for $160,000. So when people ask, where do you come up with your comparable sales? Well, that's where. Literally across the street, the same house sold for 50 grand more than you picked this thing up for if you act quickly. Come on in, let's take a look. You're gonna like it. So we're heading upstairs to this bi-level home in Amherst. Now, one of the things I'm going to like right out of the gate, guys, is you're going to notice the hardwood floors on this are really nice. Actually, these are some of the best maintained hardwood floors I've seen on a foreclosure in quite some time. It really doesn't need anything except a good polish job, and that's only in certain spots, so that's a nice feature. As we walk into the kitchen area, you've got a beautiful eat-in kitchen out of the gate. And you know what a big fan I am about opening rooms up? Well, nothing you can't live with because it is such a large kitchen, but for me, I think we're going to knock this wall out because it'll make this room feel even bigger than it already feels. Not going to take a lot to remove this wall, and this isn't load bearing, so you don't have to worry about a structural hit on that. So for the dining room, you have your kitchen area. The cabinets are a wee bit dated, nothing you couldn't live with, but something you may consider updating down the road. The countertop's a little different. This is the old wood style look. It's probably one of the first things we want to replace just to modernize the place, so I'm definitely going to look at getting rid of the countertops. We're missing the appliances in general, so this is where your stove is going to go. I'd replace this with a micro hood. The fridge is going to be tucked in back here or over here, and then we have to add a dishwasher. So more than likely we're going to cut this cabinet space out here and add the dishwasher just to give the kitchen the full modern set of appliances. Inside the bathroom, again, functional but dated. So you've got some nice lino on the floors. You've got a paint job that's seen better days but easy enough to fix. And then you've got this plastic surround, which I've never been a big fan of, but it's not going to take much in time or money to put a nice tile surround on that to really bring that into the time and get the full retail value out of this property. The first of the bedrooms is upstairs. And on these bi-levels, it's sometimes hard to discern which one's the absolute master because the rooms are so similar in size. My guess is this is the secondary, but as you can see, they're all pretty good sized rooms, as you'll see on the rest of them. We do need to look at replacing the windows. They've got the old aluminum clad windows, so we'd swap that out. And then from there, paint. I mean, you're gonna replace the window, maybe update the doors, paint this thing, polish the floors, and we're on our way. So not a lot of work to do to really modernize this room. This is definitely longer than the other room, but it's not quite as wide. So which one's the master? Well, that's up to you. Both have pretty easy access to the bathroom, so again, you can make a choice. What I do prefer about this room is this massive picture window right on the front here. This lets in a ton of natural light, so if you do use this as the master, you're going to enjoy the fact that this room stays bright most of the time because of that size of window. From there, we're going to add some closet doors onto this. Again, a couple of spots where the floor is a little bit worn down, but nothing in here that needs a huge amount of work. You're just coming in, revitalizing some of the pieces of this house. Just like that, you got 50,000 equity in the property right out of the gate. Beautiful living room area, again with the hardwood theme. I could do without the green walls, so we may paint that a more neutral tone. But beyond that, again, we're going to paint this thing, set up your living room furniture, enjoy the lights shot off from that picture window into the living room, same size as the master, and you've got yourself a beautiful living space for you to sit down with your family and enjoy your evenings. Let's check out the lower level. So we're in the lower level at the property on Amherst, and you've got another huge living room area right as you walk into the lower level. So this is where you can set up the TV furniture and TV room and etc. Carpet's a little bit dated and shot, so we're likely going to swap that out, and it's extremely stained. This is not a lot of room to carpet. You may have to carpet the other bedrooms as well. Here's your lower level bathroom. It's a 3/4 bath. As you can see, guys, it's missing the sink. Looks like at some time that was a pedestal style sink. So I would look to replace that with a pedestal style sink, and while we're remodeling the bathroom, probably add tile to the floors and a nice tile surround. Not a lot of money, but it's going to look great when it's done, and the bathroom's really laid out well, so it lends itself to that pretty easily. So this is bedroom number 4. Bedroom number 4 faces to the back of the house here. Again, a pretty decent size. It's painted a dark shade of blue, so we want to do something about the blue, more than likely neutralize that. But beyond paint and flooring and adding a door, this 4th bedroom is going to be really easy to remodel, and it gives you 4 bedrooms plus an office. Again, a good sized room, particularly for the lower level. But what's nice about this is all of the rooms are garden level. So although this is considered the basement, if you will, this is a bi-level, so it's a garden level, which means it's got another huge window, although aluminum, we want to replace that with vinyl. Once this is replaced, this is just going to be a nice, bright, open room with very little you have to do to this except add the window, carpet it, maybe replace the door, and move on from there. We continue to room back here, which is arguably the 5th bedroom, but it's kind of small for a room, so I'd more likely want to use this as an office. But again, 4 bedroom plus an office is nice. You set up your computer table and everything back here. This would be a good place to set up your desk for that. And then you have your laundry room directly behind me. Set the washer and dryer. Here's your dryer vent. And you got your washer plug-in over here. So you just set all that stuff down, and this is your laundry room. Pretty good size. The furnace and water heater are right here, and they were so nice as to date them for us. It says here this was installed in June of '03, so that's sure to be fine. And then the water heater was installed in 1996. Shelf life on a water heater is roughly about 15 years, so it goes without saying that we're sort of pushing it on the age of that one. Maybe something you need to redo, but a water heater is probably about $700 installed, give or take, depending on when you go. You got to see this backyard. It is massive. It's kind of sitting on its own corner lot. Let's take a look at that and we'll get you going home. So we're out back at Amherst, and I really want you to see the depth of this backyard. As you can see, it goes all the way back to that first set of chain link fences, and it's not just a deep lot, it's also extremely wide. You've actually got distance heading that direction. So it's kind of a corner on this street. It just has a lot more square footage than you're expecting on a standard residential lot. The house itself outside looks great. The color is not great, but the siding itself looks to be holding up pretty good. Nothing that needs to be painted right away. When you do get to painting it, you only have the upper level to worry about because the lower level is brick that looks to be in great shape. With that, let's recap the Amherst property. Now we're at 53 North Amherst Street, Colorado Springs, Colorado, 80911. Now with its proximity to Powers, this is real easy to get to Peterson if you head north, or Carson just a little bit south, because Fountain is just a few miles away here, so it's real easy access. With 4 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a 1 car, this house will sell, we know because one across the street just did, for $160,000 in a normal market. But if you act quickly, you can pick this thing up for $110,000, but you got to get going. Guys, we've got 2 weeks left on this tax credit. Now is the time to find your deal and have the government pay you for it. If you've been sitting on the fence, stop. Give me a call today. The number is 719-649-2500, or hit us up, www.coloradospringsforeclosuredeals.com, where you will find instant access to the best foreclosure deals, complete with nightly updates of properties that fit your criteria right as they hit the market. Guys, with a deal like that, you can't go wrong. Register as soon as you can so we can find you your next deal. With that, this is Donnie Corum with ColoradoSpringsForeclosureDeals.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one.